Good evening, everyone. I welcome you all in this interactive session on the School of Sciences by Auro University, Surat. We have with us Dr. Subendi Chakrabarti and Mr. Nikit Deshmukh. Welcome, sir. I hope students will gain some good insights and the knowledge about the School of Sciences that we are launching in this year, 2020. Before we start, I would like to give an introduction about the university. Auro University is established in the year 2011 and is founded by the Rama family. The university is inspired by the vision and teachings of Sri Aurobindo Ghosh and the Divine Mother. University is established under Gujarat State Private Universities Act 2009 and approved under 2F and 22 of the UGC Act 1956 and the regulations under 2003. Currently, we have 7 schools in the university. First is School of Business, School of Hospitality Management, School of Law, School of Information Technology, School of Design, School of Journalism and Mass Communication, School of Liberal Arts and Human Sciences. And this year we are launching School of Sciences. For that we have 2 professors with us. They will give you insights about the courses that we have now. I would like to add on to this professor's profile, Mr. Nikit Deshmukh and Subendu Chakrabarti. Dr. Nikit Deshmukh is a physicist having completed his doctorate from the Maharaja Sayaji Rao University of Baroda. He has around 6 years of international and national postdoctoral research experience from Brazil and Italy, having most recently completed his tenure at Saha Institute of Nuclear Physics, Kolkata. Till date, he has published around 50 articles in internationally acclaimed journals. Dr. Subendu Chakrabarti is currently working as an assistant professor in the School of Sciences, Auro University, Surat. He has done his PhD in the field of medicinal chemistry. He has worked as a postdoctoral fellow at IIT Indore and National Central University, Taiwan. He has also got an opportunity to work independently on an industrial project. He has published around 15 international peer-reviewed journal papers, 3 book chapters, and 4 books. He has worked as a president of the International Student Association, NCUISA, at National Central University, Taiwan. I again welcome you all and the dignitaries that we have here, and over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you. I thank Garimaji and all other members for having the support and organizing this interactive session. So, as Garimaji has told, we being from the School of Sciences will be representing its aspects. So here I would like to start my presentation. So is it visible to everyone? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Before beginning, I'd like to also make a request that if somebody has a questions, they can put their questions in the question and answer sections, as well as if they have we also will provide you the opportunity to ask the questions personally. So if they want to ask the questions verbally, they can also raise a hand and we can unmute their recording, and then we can have a personal interaction with them. And if somebody is not suitable with that method, he can go and ask in the question and answer section. So okay, so I welcome you all on the behalf of our Auro family, and I will be giving you some introduction of the School of Sciences, which is newly inducted at the Auro University, and we will be having this BSc Honors courses for the subjects which I will introduce you later under the choice-based credit system. So, okay, this is the brief view of our founder and president, Sri Hasmukh Rama sir, who established the university in the year 2011, and as mentioned, the vision is inspired by the teachings of Sri Aurobindo and the Divine Mother. And the vision of the university is to become the premier university of integral and transformation learning for the future leaders. It also serves various missions related to the faculties, industry, particularly community, but the focused mission for the students is response for the value-based education and providing them an environment for self-development in the sense nurturing their potential based on their aptitudes and interest. So now coming to the career planning, which might be churning everybody's hair at the present moment, especially for the students who have their 12th science results ready with them. So what is that career planning? It is a deliberate process of knowing who you are. Okay, of course, I know that you are human beings, so that you have to be sure of where you want to go or what you want to be at some defined point in the future. So getting these three questions of who, where, and what, you will definitely be able to choose your career in the what you want to be in the future. So these things are very much important for your present aspects. So here are just some of the glimpse of the courses in oral after 12th, which Karima already introduced you. The schools we are having for the undergraduate, postgraduate courses, starting from the business, hospitality management, design, liberal arts and human sciences, law, information technology, journalism and mass communication, and the newly born about sciences. So I will be viewing you or say giving you some particular aspects of the science courses which we will be starting this year. So what we will be offering at the School of Sciences, I call it as a basic sciences. Why it is called a basic science? Well, you can see a tree with some fruits. So you can see at the root, if the root is particularly strong, you will be able to get the good amount of fruits, or the stem will be flourished and the fruits will obtain certainly. So basic science is such a degree where you need to have the clearance of your roots. You should need to have the understanding of the roots. And if you are clear with your roots, you will definitely get understand related to the applications of it, apply where to apply it. Everything will be at your glance. So here are the different 6 particular topics which we are going to have, or 6 subjects which we are going to have of a BSc honors degree, starting from physics, chemistry, maths, zoology, botany, and microbiology. The details of which you can of course find on our university website, which is having a clear-cut information. So now I just give you some glimpse of the subjects which we are going to have as I talked. So physics is everybody is familiar to everybody, as you have been coming from the science stream. You know that is a fundamental science, and for this reason it is a must study. At some point of time, chemists, engineers, biologists, as well as doctors also need this basic understanding of physics. For example, if you go to a doctor, he measures your temperature through thermometer. Okay, at this point, I don't expect to go to a doctor. I'm just giving an example that if you go measure your temperature with a thermometer, it is particularly based on the law of thermodynamics, which is a part of the physics. So physics is everywhere when you particularly in whole of the universe to study. So here from 1 to 5, I have mentioned some of the Nobel laureates. Okay, the number 2 and number 3, Albert Einstein and C.V. Raman is very much familiar to you. But the other scientists also, one of which is also an Indian, are the Nobel laureates. And from 6 to 10, you can see our Indian scientist or Indian physicist who has pioneered the study and made India a very much sourceful from the nuclear to energy to every point of view sustainable. So you can see, or I can give you a kind of a exercise if you like to practice, that you can, in your comments, if you identify any of these scientists, can comment on this, whom you recognize very well. It's just it's a normal exercise. You don't need to churn your brain too much. As you know, I know you must be occupied with a lot of questions. So these are some career prospects in physics where I have listed over here that this is the possible careers you can opt for after being a physicist. After being a physicist is not, I mean that you just need to have a basic degree, but also you need to have a post-graduation or further higher studies in the physics. So depending on that, the possible recruitment for the physicists are in the field, particularly in the organizations such as Bhabha Atomic Research Center, ISRO, you are very well aware of, Tata Institute, Nuclear Physics Laboratories, ONGCs, private, state, and central, many other universities you can offer. And there are many careers, believe me, if you choose to become a physicist. So the details of the courses you can find on similarly in our website. Now, related to the mathematics and the allied field, I don't have to give you so much view about the mathematics, as I know that you are aware of the subject from your childhood days. Even India is particularly aware of the subject from its 11th century. So the scientists which I particularly mentioned, or say the saints you are able to see on the 11th and 12th sides, are kind of our mathematicians, which you can find out using your Google also as well. One interesting aspect I like to share with you, that you know the number guy, the scientist on number 14. He is, I give his name, he's called a Charles Babbage. So does anyone know that what Charles Babbage has done? He has particularly called to be the father of the computer. So he was also basically having his basic degree in mathematics. So now you can see that having your grassroots attached to the basic science, you can certainly go for the applications based, technological based studies, having your grassroots clear at the stage of particularly clearing your aspects in the sense of basic sciences. So these are the particular prospects of the career in mathematics, that you can become an accountant, banker, and basic scientist, and teacher in profession, operation research, many possible careers. And the recruitments can be made in like Indian Statistical Institutes, Kolkata, Amazon, TIFR, Google, banks, and other mentioned universities. So being a mathematician is like you have wide amount of or wide range of careers possible for you. Now I come to the subject called the microbiology. Okay, it might be something new for you, or you might be aware of the subject. It's called the microbiology. It's the study of the microscopic organisms, where these people study the relationship between the particularly microbes and the animals and plants. So these two mentioned scientists are considered to be the father of microbiology, because of which this particular study triggered. And if I say, these people are responsible for almost all the vaccinations and all these things happening particularly, or right now you are going aware of this particular aspect. So this particular field is also very interesting to have the choice in your career. So this particularly can make you become cell biologist or environmental biologist, and many other careers more than that being listed over here. And the possible recruitments being a microbiologist can be in like pharmaceutical companies like Cipla, Sun Pharma, being the distillery, food products related things, because as you are going to probe the microorganisms and all that stuff in the food, or say your drinking waters and all that stuff. So these are some of the three fields I have introduced you. The other three of the fields will be introduced by our Subendu Chakravarti. But before that, I like to give you the glimpse of the teaching methods which will be adopted in this particular semester, or say year, where it will be followed by some lecture sessions, some laboratory sessions, some tutorials, some computer labs, workshops, field trips, online tools, quiz and competitions, and all sort of stuff. Okay, I'd also like to show you the list of the ongoing industry or field visits. Why I have written this word ongoing means that it is presently being conducted by our rest of the 7 schools, as we science people will start our activities this year. So we will also at some point of time will try to take the help of this particular industry and field to get visited to them, and to exchange some of the ideas, or say have the trips related to the knowledge sharing point of view. So the eligibility criteria, fee structure, and scholarship, you might be aware, or say eligibility here is being shown that is for the 10 years in science with PCM, PCB stream with 50% aggregate marks or equivalent. The fee structure, scholarship details, everything you can particularly get in touch when you go on the Oro University website. or if you contact our admission people, admission staff. So we welcome you all to the Oro University at the Earth Space or opposite ONGC at Surat. And if you have any queries or questions, you can get back to us. But okay, before finishing, or say before concluding, I'd like to hand over this further presentation things to Subendu sir, so that he will conclude his presentation for the remaining subjects. And then if you have any first lot of questions, queries or interactions to be done, we can conduct. Okay, so thank you all for having your time, and I hand it over to Dr. Subendu Chakravarti.
Thank you, Nikit sir. And you can stop sharing.
Yeah, okay, I have stopped.
So you can see my PPT?
Yeah, it's visible.
Okay. Hello everyone, and a very good evening to all of you. I hope you all are safe and healthy. I, Dr. Subendu Chakravarti from the School of Science, Oro University, welcome you all. The importance of science in our daily life is that everything we see around us is a part of science, meaning that life itself is science, and you wouldn't prioritize anything else more than your life, would you? For example, during this lockdown and the looming threat of millions of deaths, the first questions of in everybody's mind is that when the scientists will come up with a new drug or a new vaccine. The world is now desperate and looking at the scientific community to come up with an immediate solution to this global health crisis. Also, it is very noticeable that people in India, and particularly the rural area, are making hand sanitizer using scientific knowledge mixing with their own DIY recipe. Thus, this lockdown shows everyone the important role of science and technology in their life. So today, through this platform, I am going to tell you more about the benefits of pursuing a Bachelor in Science as your career. So in the School of Science, Oro University, we have undergraduate honors course for 3 years in chemistry, physics, mathematics, geology, botany and microbiology, out of which Nikit sir has discussed 3 subjects, and now I will be talking about chemistry, botany and zoology. So learning only the concept in science is not enough unless until you know how to apply it practically. From these 2 pictures, you can easily figure it out. And at Oro University, we primarily focus on that. Our students develop the practical skill during their undergraduate program. यहाँ पे मैं एक चीज कहना चाहता हूँ, किसी भी कंसेप्ट का थ्योरी पढ़ना ही काफी नहीं होता है, आपको उस कंसेप्ट को अप्लाई करना भी आना चाहिए, जो कि स्कूल ऑफ साइंस आपको ये प्लेटफॉर्म दे रहा है. So, and you can easily get an industrial job after BSc if you follow that. So what is the goal and expectation which you are expecting from our university? I would like to mention, we are lucky that Oro University has many industry in its vicinity. Keeping this in mind, our BSc honors course are designed in such a way that it is a combination of theory and practical, where the theoretical concept will be made clear by emphasizing practical skill and fascinating with industrial exposure. Because our prime focus at Oro University is to imbibe integral education and help students in self-development. Now, at our university, in addition to providing scientific information and practical exposure to the student, we will also ensure holistic development of the student, which involve physical, mental, vital, and spiritual growth, and thereby transform them into future leaders. In addition, the learning process which we follow at Oro University by our other department was beautifully explained by our Dean, Rohit sir, in a recent webinar, that it should be 20-30-50 ratio. 20% of learning happens when the student listen to a concept. 30% of the learning happens when they see it. And 50% of learning happens when they get involved to do it. So during this BSc tenure, student will develop creative skill, research skill, communication skill, and organization skill. To develop those skills, we as a faculty will involve the student in projects and creating PPT in the first year. In the second year, we will provide industrial and national lab exposure. And in third year, we will provide global exposure. So as Sir mentioned already, the 3 years BSc courses. So here, now we'll talk about the courses. BSc Chemistry Honours is a 3-year degree course, and our university has regular interaction with ONGC, NTPC, WELL, Reliance, etc. This hand-on experience, learning experience in industry will boost the student for future industrial job. And if you go to the eligibility criteria, it is 10+2 exam with 50% mark. And now coming to zoology. If you are opting this career as a career for zoology, you can get job in channels like National Geography, Animal Planet, and Discovery Channel are in constant need of zoology for research and documentary. Zoologists are also hired for wildlife services, national parks, universities, laboratories, museums, research, veterinary hospitals, etc. And if you are opting botany as your career goal, you have a plenty of opportunity in this area also, in the field of clinical research organization, fermentation industry, plant genetic research centers, etc. So these are the things you can get in if you are opting these courses. So now we come to the crucial part, that is job opportunity after completing BSc. If a student want to go to government or private job, they have opportunity in ONGC, NTPC, hospital sector, wildlife rehabilitation center, as well as if a student want to go for business, they have different startup company or startup grants from the government. And if a student want to go for online content developer, they can opt for in e-learning website like Byju's, Vedantu, Topper.com, and Exampeer. If they want to go for higher studies, so in higher studies you can go for MSc or PhD. For that we are always there to help you all. And if you want to prepare for administrative job during your BSc tenure, for that we have a very good library resources. You can use it maximum. And already Nikhil sir already told about the fee structure. You can log in to this website, and for any other query or admission, please contact Mr. Abhijit Bhattacharya. His mobile and WhatsApp number is here, 9099973099. Or you can email us admission@orouniversity.edu.in. Students, think positive, then you will definitely get success in your life. So with this, I thank you for your kind attention. Now you can ask question.
Okay, if anybody has a question, can raise a hand so that we can unmute him and let his query get answered. And you can ask in any language if you prefer, in Hindi, in English, in Gujarati, in Marathi,
Odia.
we are aware of the 6 or 7 total languages, so you can ask in your respective languages. Please don't feel shy. Being an interactive session, you can always interact.
Sir, can I add one thing here regarding the scholarships that we offer?
Yeah. Please, ma'am.
Yeah, so I would like to mention regarding the scholarship, we offer 2 types of scholarship here. One is meritorious scholarship, and the other is financial based scholarship. So that is for the students, those students who are not financially very well equipped with their family background. So we offer them scholarship to the students. And one is like on the merit base, so those students who are scoring above than 70% of marks in 12th standard. So we have a bracket for all the students, and we offer them in all the semesters. So it is not for 1 year or for 6 months. We do offer them scholarship throughout the program. So in case if any questions that we receive in related to admissions queries and scholarship, we will be happy to answer to all the students here. Sir, are we receiving any questions from any students till now?
No.
Okay. Should we wait for 5-10 minutes?
Yeah, no worry. We are here. Two aspects. That means the presentation is very good or very bad. Everybody has understood everything, or everybody has understood nothing. There is no questions.
Yeah, and sir, also, I would like to mention that our online admissions are going on. So if anyone has query, they can raise it on they can go to the website and Google about it. Also, they can call on the number which you have provided directly. It's there in your PPT, and they can directly call us and ask about the procedure. So the procedure is almost, they just have to raise a query. They will get a call from the admissions department, and we will guide them about the process and the course structure and everything. In case if they need extra, help or more deep information, we will pass on. We can arrange a specific meeting with you as well. So so that is there. So in case if any student has any specific query related to anything, they can raise it now, or they can email us, or maybe call us anytime later.
Okay, I believe some question is there from Hani Kanawana. Okay, she has raised the hand. Can I? Okay, I just try to unmute her.
Related to BSc IT.
Yeah. Okay, you can ask personally what you have.
So I have a doubt that many students have very confusion in their field also. Like in IT, there are many professions like backend, front-end, AI. So they were confused that how they which field they have to take for their profession. So how they clear their confusion in these 3 years of bachelor.
Okay, so I believe is a question. The question might be relevant, but the thing is, here we are dealing with the science subject related to the mentioned 6 fields. I may not be a proper person to answer for your BSc IT course.
You can come. I want to add one thing. You can come to our university when the lockdown is over, so you can get a proper counseling. We have our BSc IT department is there. The teachers will help you. Even our admission department also is there to help you out.
Okay.
Sir, we have one more question. What are the job opportunities if we take microbiology as a, So there's one question. If you like to answer that, and then drop.
Okay, so as we have mentioned already, related to the microbiological studies, of course you need to have depending upon the higher studies, you can have various job opportunities in the food and the drug business, of course, because there is always required to probe these microorganism factors and all that stuff. So for sure, you have greater opportunities. Also, like in the case of this development of the vaccinations and testing of these vaccines and all that stuff, the microbiology study is needed. So that all stuff is very much instructive to have this having this particular microbiological study. Yeah. So Dharmaji, would you like to add something, or you want to?
I would
session?
just say thank you so much for the
Yeah.
great information to all the students and the participants who are attending. And just one more thing I would like to add, if anyone has query related to admissions or
Yes, for
anything, they can just log on to the website and call on the particular admissions number that sir has mentioned in the PPT, and I would email to all the participants the number and the information regarding our courses. So thank you so much for everyone to attend the webinar, and it was a great insight. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.